the numerator divided by the cube root of the denominator. Okay, and cube root of minus 125 will be negative, isn't it? Because I told you that the cube root of a negative number will be negative. So you can take the negative sign out and write this as cube root of this positive number 125 divided by cube root of 343. This is because cube root of a negative number cube root of a negative number is also a negative number. Okay, let's see. Let's take an example and see how. Say cube root of 8 minus 8, negative number. You know this should be minus 2, right? I told you cube root of a negative number will be a negative number because 8 is 2 cube. Or let me just write one more step here. You can write this as cube root of minus 2 cube, which is minus 2. See that the there is a step here which means that cube root of minus 2 is same as minus cube root of 2 cube, which will now give you minus 2. Understood? So cube root, remember this relation that the cube root of a negative number is negative can also be written in this manner. Cube root of any number, negative number, say minus a, is same as minus cube root of the positive number. Okay. So now from here we have minus cube root of, you know that 125 is nothing but the cube of 5. 5 into 5 is 25 and 25 into 5 is 125 divided by, and the cube root of, and 343 when you prime factorize, it should be 11 cube or 7 cube. 343 if you prime factorize, it should be 7 cube. That is why I had given you the table at the beginning of cube numbers, tables where cube numbers I had given you from 1 to 10. It is better to memorize that table. Okay, so you have this as minus 5 and this as 7. We can remove the radical, become minus 5 by 7. So I hope this is clear, or any questions? Fine. Then let us continue with the next one. Find the cube root of the following decimal number. This time we'll deal with cube root of decimal numbers. Say the first decimal number that is given to you here is 0.216. Okay, you need to find out the cube root of this decimal number. Now, in order to find out the cube root of a decimal number, you first convert it into a fraction. Okay, cube root of 0.216. If you convert this to a fraction, it can be written as 216 by 1000. Now 216, if you prime factorize, so what are you getting? You're getting this triplet, and you are getting this triplet. This indicates that 216 is a perfect cube. So that means this now can change to cube root of 216 divided by cube root of 1000, which can now be written as cube root of 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 divided by, and you know that 1000 is can be written as 10 cube, or if you want you can prime factorize 1000 also. Okay, so this now is cube root of 2 cube into 3 cube divided by cube root of 10 cube. This now can be written as cube root of 2 into 3 whole cube divided by cube root of 10 cube. Now see, both in the numerator and denominator I have a power 3, okay, with a cube root. So I can remove the radical sign, I can remove the root. So I only be left with 2 into 3 divided by 10, which will give me 6 by 10, and 6 by 10 is 0.6. Okay, next one. The second one here is to find the cube root of 9.261. Decimal number, first convert it to a fraction. Okay, then we separate the cube roots in the numerator and the denominator. Cube root of 9261 divided by cube root of 1000. Now you prime factorize 9261. Sum of the digits is divisible by 3, so it will be divisible by 3. So 3087 102 and then 9. Then again this is divisible by 3. 3 3 4 3 3. 343 we know it as 7 cubes, so we'll divide with 7. So you're getting this triplet and you're getting this triplet. So now that means cube root of 9261 can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7 into 7. Divided by cube root of 1000 is 10 cube. Next, you can write this as cube root of 3 cube into 7 cube divided by cube root of 10 cube, which can now be written as cube root of 3 into 7 whole cube divided by cube root of 10 cube, which is, now you can remove the radical, both are powers of 3. So this is 3 into 7 divided by 10, which is 21 divided by 10, which is 2.1. So this is your required cube root. Now there is one very important thing that I would like to remind you. I have mentioned earlier also, and I mentioned here also once again, that a cube, a plus b whole cube, is not the same as a cube plus b cube. Remember, because there is a plus sign here. You cannot distribute 3 between this and this. Okay. So you cannot write a plus b whole cube as a cube plus b cube. You cannot write a plus b whole cube as a cube plus b cube. You cannot write it this way. However, if there is a multiplication sign, however, then you can write a into b whole cube is equal to a cube into b cube. This you can write because you have a multiplication sign here. But if there is a plus sign here, then you cannot write. Is that absolutely clear? You have to bear this in
Yes,
mind
sir.
very, very properly. Okay. A into b
Yes, sir.
you can write as a cube into b cube plus a, but a plus b whole cube you cannot write as a cube plus b cube. Okay. Very, very important note here and a reminder also. Okay. Next, another important concept, cube root of a number by approximation method. The second technique of finding the cube roots. The first technique that we did was prime factorization method. And this is my second method of finding cube roots. Now, what is the approximation method? Let us take an example. Let us take this number 8, 5, 7, 3, 7, 5. I want to find out the cube root of this number. Okay. Now, if you follow your prime factorization method, it's going to be very long. Okay. Better to find the cube root by approximation method. So what you do here is you write the digits in this manner. Okay. And you start grouping the numbers in threes. Start grouping the numbers in threes, starting from the right hand side. So starting from this point onwards, start grouping the numbers. So this is your first three digits forming a group. This is your next 3 digits forming a group. Okay. So remember, when you are forming a group, I repeat once again, just as in square roots you were doing, you group the numbers from this decimal position. You have a decimal here, and after that you have zeros, right? So you start from your decimal, this 3 and this 3. Okay. Next, what you do here is tell me which digit, if you cube, you will get 5 as your last digit. Which digit, if you cube, you will get 5 as your last digit. Let me write the,
5.
yes, let me write the cubes first here. 1 cube is
So
1,
125.
2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 216, 64, sorry. 4 cube is 264. 5 cube is 125. 6 cube is 216. 7 cube is 343. 8 cube is, how much is 8 cube? I forgot. 8 cube is 64 into 8. 512, yes. 9 cube is 729. And finally, 10 cube is 1000. Okay. So once I know my cubes, now I'll see what I can do with this. See, 375. You have your last digit 5, right? Here. Now, which cube has the last digit 5? If you see, 5 cube has the last digit 5, isn't it? Here, 5 cube has the
Yes,
last digit
sir.
5. So you'll place this 5, this 5, this 5. You'll place this 5 here. Okay. And now what you see, 857. You see the next group. Okay. You see this one, 857, the next group of 3 digits. Okay. In this group, you see 857 lies between which two perfect cubes? It does not lie between 1 and 8. It does not lie here. No. 857 does not lie here. 857 does not lie here also. 857 does not lie between these two cube numbers also. Not between these two. Not between these two. Not between these two. Not between these two either. Not between these two. Yes, it lies somewhere over here. 857. Am I right or not? 857 must lie between 729 and
Yes,
1000. So what you do is, since 857 lies between 729 and 1000, you choose the lower digit. You choose the lower. It lies between the cube of 9 and 10, right? You choose the lower digit here. 857 lies between 9 cube and 10 cube, right? So you choose the lower digit. Which is the lower digit here? 9. You choose this digit and you write here. Okay, so therefore, what you get is cube root of 857,375 is this number, 95. Have I made myself clear? Or should I explain again?
sir, explain again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you please explain again?
Yes, sir. Explain.
First of all, you group the numbers in threes, starting from the right hand side. Starting from this decimal point, you group the numbers in threes. In square root, we were grouping in twos, right? We group here in threes. In division method, remember I told you to group. You have to group in twos. Here we are grouping in threes. Okay. Also, okay. Coming back now, you see that the units digit of this number is 5. Now you look at the cubes of the numbers. Among this, which number has a last digit 5? I see that 5 cube is equal to 125 as a last digit 5, right? So once I see that the last digit of 5 cube is 5, I choose 5 as my number. Okay, and I write it here. Till this point, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, I look at the next group, this 857. Okay, look at 857. 857 lies between which two numbers here? Does it lie between 1 and 8? No, it does not lie. Does it lie between 8 and 27? No. Does it lie between 27 and 64? No. Does 857 lie between 64 and 125? No. Similarly, here also it does not lie. Here also 857 does not lie. Right? Here also 857 does not lie. Here also 857 does not lie. Where does it lie? 857 actually lies between 729 and 1000. You'll get 857 somewhere over here. Am I right or wrong?
So right side. That's
So what you see, 857 lies between
729 and 1000 means 9 cube and 10,000.
729 and 1000. That is 857 lies between 9 cube and 10 cube, right? Now, among 9 cube and 10 cube, you choose a lower digit here, 9, right? Among 9 cube and 10 cube, you will choose a lower digit, 9. And this 9 you will write here. Is this clear till this point?
Yes, sir.
So therefore,
Yes, sir.
I can write 857375 can be expressed as 95 cube. So that means what is the cube root? That means the cube root of 857375 is 95. Okay, I'll take one more example. There are plenty more examples coming up. Okay, so don't worry. Let us take another example. Fine. This time, let us choose this number. 85184. Cube root of 85184. Okay. Let us choose this number. Now, first of all, I'll write this number 85184. Now I'll group them in threes. Group the digits in threes. Starting from the right side, this decimal point side. This is your first three. And this is your 2, but I can add a 0 here. What I can do is, I can write a 0 here and make it a group of 3. Okay. So that is what I can do. Next, I will look at the first group, 184. In 184, what is the units digit here? 4. Now you see the cube numbers. In all these cube numbers, which digit has the units digit 4? 64 has the units digit 4. Therefore, we choose 4 here. Okay, so I write a 4 here. Next, you see 85. 85 lies between which two perfect cubes? Does 85 lie between 1 and 8? No. Does 85 lie between 8 and 27? No. Does it lie between 27 and 64? No. Does it lie between 64 and 125? Yes.
Yes, sir.
It lies
Yes.
between.
Yes, sir.
So from this, now again we choose the lower. So what can I say? I can say that 85 lies between 64 and 125. That is 85 lies between 4 cube and 5 cube. So therefore, you choose from 4 and 5. Which number do you choose? Between 4 and 5, between these two digits, you choose the lower number, 4. And you write this 4 here. So therefore, what can you say? You can say 85184 is equal to 44 cube. So therefore, what is the cube root? Therefore, cube root of 85184 is equal to 44. I hope this example is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let us take one more
Yes, sir.
example.
Yes, sir.
Let us take the next example that is there. 59139. Cube root of 59319. Okay, 59319. We write and group the numbers first. 59319. So you start from this decimal point here and you group in threes. This is again 2 digits. So you add a 0 here and group it as 3 digits. Okay. Now we look at the first group. The first group has the units digit 9. Among all the cubes that are there, which one has the units digit 9? You see that 729 has the units digit 9, isn't it? So therefore, we will choose 9 and write it here. Okay. Next, we look at the next 3 digits, 59. Now 59, when you look at this digit, what is the rule for this? What is the rule for this number 59? We try to see where 59 lies. Does it lie here? No. Does it lie between these two? No. Does it lie between these two? Yes, it lies between these two,
Yes, sir.
27 and 64. So therefore, we say that 59 lies between 27 and 64. That is 59 lies between 3 cube and 4 cube. So among 3 cube and 4 cube, among 3 and 4, we choose the lower of the two. Among 3 and 4, the perfect cubes, we choose the lower of the two. So I will choose 3 here. All right, 3. So therefore, what can we write? We can write cube root of 59319 is equal to 39 cube. That means, not cube root. This is 59319 is 39 cube. So therefore, cube root of 59319 is 39. Okay. So I hope this method of approximation is clear. This method is called approximation method. Okay, let's do the last
Yes,
one
sir.
also and finish this this notes. The volume of a cubical box is 21.952 meter cube. Find the length of each side of the box. Okay, so you have a cubical box, okay, whose volume is given to you. You have done cubes in your previous class. What does the cube look like? This is what a cube looks like, right? All the sides of the cube are, length of the sides are equal. All these are A. All these are A. And you know that volume of a cube is a cube. If the length of each side is A, then the volume of each, the cube is side cube, isn't it? A cube. This is the volume of a cube. A cube. If each side is of length A. Now coming back to the problem, the volume of cubical box is 91.952. So the volume of this is given. Okay, 91.952. What do you mean by volume? Volume means capacity. Okay, how much space is there? So I say let the question here is find the length of each side of the box. I assume let the length of each side of the cube be x. Therefore, what is the volume of the cube? Is equal to not x cube. This is x. Let each side of the cube be x. Therefore, volume of this cube is x cube. Okay. Therefore, what is the volume given according to this problem? Volume is given to be 21.952. So therefore, what is x here? If x cube is equal to 21.952, then x must be equal to cube root of 21.952. Now let us proceed to find out the cube root in the usual manner. We first convert it to a fraction, 21.952 by 1000. Then you can write this as cube root of 21952 divided by cube root of 1000. Now what should be the cube root of 21952? Again, you can do prime factorization method, but better still, approximation method will work faster here. Okay, so by approximation method, let's do a little rough work here. I'm doing it on the right hand, this side. 21952. Group these. Okay, 2 is the now units digit of this. 2 is the units digit in which number here? 2 is the units digit of this, right? So therefore we'll choose 8 as our number. So I'll write 8 here. 8 cube is 8 cube here is what? 512. The last digit, the units digit here is 2. So therefore you will write 8 here. 8. And what about 219? Where does 219 lie? 219 lies here between 6 cube and 7 cube. So which digit will you choose? You'll choose 6, right?
Yes.
So you'll write a 6 here. So therefore, what do we get? We have found out the cube root. What do we get? We get here cube root of 21952 is nothing but 68. And or better still, let me just add one more step here. You can write this as cube root of 68 cube. And this you can write as cube root of 10 cube.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, that is 952 last 3.
952, yes.
Then how it is 6? It should be 2.
Which one is 6?
Sir, this one. This in rough work which you have done, that one.
Here on the left hand side that I have done, this one.
Yes, sir.
Now you've got to go through the method. I think you're confused with the method. Just go through the method once again through the video. Okay. So this you will get 6.8.
So how did we get 6.8?
68 divided by 10 is cube root of 68
So
cube.
why did we do that?
Which one?
68 divided by 10.
Because I have a cube root of 10 cube here in the denominator. That's why.
Okay, sir.
That is why I'm getting a 10 here. So therefore this is this, and therefore this will be 6.8 meters. So I think that's it for today.